Gemini, you are up for the November Love Tarot Energy Reading. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Okay. So this is the love reading. The general reading for November is already up for all of the signs. Technically, we're still in October. All of the readings are up for all of the signs for October. The general readings, the love readings, and the money readings are up. I just did a new moon in Scorpio reading for the collective yesterday. I will do a Halloween reading for the collective in a few days. So yeah, that's where we're at. And then of course, the money readings will be done probably in about a week or so for all of the signs for November. Whatever you watch or listen to, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading energy and the tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Now that I've said all that, let's get to the reading. May I have the energy for Gemini for November? May I have the energy for Gemini for November? May I have the energy for Gemini for November? What is it that Gemini needs to hear? What is it that Gemini needs to hear? What is it that Gemini needs to hear? Okay, that didn't want to go back in, whatever this is. That's been coming out a lot. Okay, may I have another card, please? Okay, 2 fell down. Wait a minute. What? Wow. There it is. And I said that in another person's reading that every time I pull that retreat card, it makes me think of a honeymoon. And that just gave me double confirmation in this. Okay, someone's having regrets. Let me start and I'll tell you why I came to that. First card that came out is retreat. It says, it is time to disconnect from the world. And you see how this is the bride and the groom? Like on a little nature walk or whatever it is they're doing. But yeah, that's them together, taking time to know each other. The second card that came out is honeymoon. Honeymoon, which is also a retreat. It says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Now, the third card that came out is make the effort. Make the effort. And it says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So Gemini, I feel like there may have been a marriage for some of you. And after you got married, you might be having regrets. Now, if you have not been married yet, but you are engaged, you are having cold feet in regards to the marriage. There is something that has come up where you're like, okay, or certain things, I won't say a specific thing, but certain things that have come up where you're like, okay, can I deal with this for the rest of my life? And some of you might be getting cold feet. That conversation in your head may, again, have happened after the marriage. Like you got married and then a week later, you're like, can I really deal with this? What did I sign up for? So, and that's kind of the thing. I feel like you're questioning what you signed up for. This honeymoon, this retreat, I feel for those this is resonating with, I feel this is the opportunity to get to know each other better. And that has been a theme throughout a lot of these readings, where it's about actually sitting down with the person and getting to know the person. It's kind of crazy. I remember with the whole 2020 situation, one thing that became the talk was how married couples had to stay home with each other and actually deal with each other, because when things were regular, obviously you weren't stuck in the house as much. There were places you could go and do your own thing, and you didn't have to be with your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your, whatever. But due to 2020, when everything was going on, it was like, okay, I have to stay at home with this person all the time. and that's when relationships were being tested. Because being around someone all the time and not going crazy, let me tell you, just saying. But my point of that whole thing is that one of the good things that happened too was for some relationships, it made them stronger. Now, for other relationships, it was a tower moment where it was like, look, this wasn't built on a strong enough foundation to withstand this. After all this is over with, we go in our separate ways. We need to get a divorce, or either we need to just separate. Fine. But for other relationships, it made them stronger because it was built on a solid foundation to begin with. I feel, going back to this honeymoon retreat, this will give you the opportunity to start over new. For some reason, one thing I keep on hearing in my head is renewing vows or second honeymoon. Let me know in the comments. Something I keep on hearing. But whatever. Not the point right now. The point is that this moment of doing this retreat or second honeymoon or regular honeymoon or whatever it is would be a very good opportunity to really get to know each other. That's the point. And that's where this comes in. Make the effort. Make the effort to get to know each other so you can have a strong foundation. Let me take a few cards from my deck and then we'll close this out. May I have the energy for Gemini in regards to love? Energy for Gemini in regards to love for November. Energy for Gemini in regards to love for November. Can we clarify the cards on the table? This card, what is that? Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This card kept on calling out to me. I didn't know what it was though. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to have to invest in this. Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You'll have to invest in this relationship. Again, you're going to have to make the effort in order to help the relationship grow. Something told me to take this card too. The Devil. So there's something, there may be some toxic habits or there may be some temptation going on. Also, some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aries too. All right. Can we clarify the cards on the table? Maybe that's why someone's rethinking something, because they're seeing a side of the person that they're with that they haven't seen before. So that might be why. And it's sort of after the fact, after the engagement or after the marriage. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Can we clarify the cards on the table for Gemini? What is it that Gemini needs to hear? Thank you. Six of Pentacles, unexpected. This could be inheritance and other things. But for this, I feel like it's something that was hidden unexpectedly comes to light. High Priestess. So Six of Pentacles with the Devil. But also Six of Pentacles can be about balancing things out. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. King of Cups. For some of you, I just picked up possessive. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I feel like somebody's possessive is what I'm getting. The reason I'm saying that, because there's actually two King of Cups in this deck. One is with a woman and she has her dress and she's on the sea. And the ship is sailing through the dress. For this one, obviously, it's a man holding the boat. But what are the ship? But when I was looking at this, the way he was holding it close to his chest, that gave me possessive energy. Like someone's trying to hold something close to their chest. Or also the person is very secretive. That can be it too. But the first thing that I picked up was possessive. This person is possessive. The secrets may be what's unsettling you. Four of Swords is under the King of Cups. It's something that you have to think about. That's what I feel. All of this is going back to you're rethinking the relationship based off of the information that you're receiving. But this is the thing. I feel like if there was a conversation had, it would clear up, because part of this, I feel like there's some assumptions going on. That's what I feel like. There's some assumptions going on. And if you talk, it will clear up some, not all, but it will clear up some of the assumptions. What's under the Four of Swords? Four of Wands, stability. So this is something, bear with me here. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to, there we go. My other phone was going off. But with the Four of Wands, this is stability. So this person has something stable there. What's under the Four of Wands? Page of Wands. It's kind of funny because this page has a magnifying glass like they're a detective, when really that's Page of Swords energy. It's somebody who's doing detective work and research and things. That's Page of Swords energy, but this is Page of Wands. I feel once this person answers your questions and isn't so secretive, I feel like they might have Scorpio in their chart. Or if they're a Scorpio, or they have it in their chart. Scorpios can be very secretive people. You're going to be more at ease. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But that is the message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and did I say? I feel like I just said that. And several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Till next time, be blessed.